These days have shown me how important it is to continue sharing words of encouragement and love and support. It's not realistic to assume that everyone else in the world is having a beautiful and peaceful time. Some are truly suffering through this life experience and ask often, why even try? What's the point? And in that, further sinking into a mental loop of despair and discouragement. I want to attempt to talk about this and to share with you my thoughts on why I feel it's important to devote your energy toward helping to support your inner world and perspective so that you can provide nourishment to yourself to assist in navigating this intensity. So I hope that you'll rest with me here for a while as I share some thoughts. I hope that you're feeling comfortable, and thank you for being here. First, I want to say that you matter. You hold within you, whether you are aware of it or not, an immense capability to affect change upon the world around you. You could call this a power, or you could call it natural energy capacity. There's an incredible amount of scientific research through studies that share with us how just by our observation, by our intentions, by our thoughts and feelings that we hold, things around us are affected. Light is affected, water is affected, and matter is affected. We can actually change the physical structure of molecules to transform them from harmonious and balanced to disharmonious and unbalanced, and vice versa. We can feel when someone is angry or sad or in fear, or whether they're excited, inspired, in love, without them even talking or expressing these energies outward. Even plants, when hooked up to an EEG, show fluctuations relevant to intentions and lower or higher actions conducted by the experimenter. Animals seem to know when you're sad or happy, or even mimic anxious emotions of their surroundings. We are constantly receiving and transmitting information to and from our inner and outer worlds. When we become consciously aware of this and begin altering our inner narrative, intentions, and outer actions, we will indeed notice the shifting in the dynamic of the interplay between us and the world around. This is one reason I believe it's important to try and uphold a dedication to cultivating harmony within. I personally feel that I have a responsibility and am devoted to fine-tuning myself every day, inwardly and outwardly, to be a part of this system that is supportive of harmony. What's beautiful about this practice is that it becomes a feedback loop and not only begins to provide nourishment and balance to the environment around you, but also your physical and chemical composition will be affected. The water molecules within you come closer to their pure and intended geometry. The brain chemistry begins to balance, and the dopamine and serotonin that we may have previously been wanting from the outside from somewhere, and by not getting enough or needing a constant dose and then causing stress when it's not provided, instead, we begin providing it to ourselves from within. By the mindset and intentions and actions that we refine to become more harmonious, it really does work. I've been working on this for myself for years to help myself get through this experience that I'm having, how extreme it is, and how it has forced me to figure these things out, to survive, and how to do it naturally. It's apparent to me that relying on processed external stimuli to balance the purity of our natural system does not make sense and only harms us and throws us very far off, causing so much unnecessary extra pain and discomfort. the more we can find the essence of what is beneficial for us from the inside, the more we unlock our inner knowing or Gnosis. When we take our energy outside of us to find things we think will make us feel better, we leave ourselves empty as our attention and energy is outside, searching and seeking. This leaves us feeling depleted and numb to what a pure inner nourishment could be. There's a process to refine our daily lives to adjust where we derive our health and balance from. When you learn and practice how to provide these things from inner work, it's a system that starts to run on its own. It's a gift that we have already there. So many have been hypnotized by the outer stimuli, like TV shows, movies, scrolling, over-sexualization, consumerism, using other people for validation or fueling fantasies, processed sugary foods, alcohol, and drugs. All of these things I feel trap us in a loop of unsatiation, always needing more and feeling incredibly low when it's not there, causing us to act out to try and maintain the sources of seeming nourishment. I've been dedicated and hope that many of us will continue along this journey of going from hypnosis to gnosis, to learning how to and experiencing how to be fulfilled naturally, and much more than just being fulfilled, to begin to love and appreciate this so much that to go back to the process external forms would feel strange, unnatural, and unnecessary. Every single one of us is an individual with incredibly unique perspectives and energetic signatures. To honor this, to share somehow in some way your incredible uniqueness will feel good, will speak to and share love with a part of you that is hiding and feeling unseen. When you can share a little part of this with someone, or even just showing yourself, you will bring another sense of peace. We show each other how we can overcome challenges. We know this world is full of suffering, and the more we can show each other devotion to harmony and balanced ways of being, the more we can show tenderness and love to each other when we're going through these processes, the more we can decrease the total amount of suffering there is. With fear and anxiety and despair, our precious energy is leaked out and creates an incredible amount of discordance and disharmony all around in this visible and invisible world. With dedication, pure efforts, trying for the sake of honoring this unique life that you've been cultivating since you were a sweet little baby, cultivating such a special signature that only you know the essence of. To honor that and to dedicate yourself to refining your mindset and quality of heart, your consciousness and what you choose to focus it upon, where you spend your energy and what you set your intentions upon, it's a gift. It holds an incredible amount of power and nourishment. I believe it's so important that we learn how to feed ourselves from within. This is the most empowering practice to spend time on. If not for any other reason, I believe to live our lives, to show ourselves this is possible and to feel the results from it, and to inspire others by doing it, is why to do it. To emanate out a loyalty of heart, to harmony, to effect change on the world around and within, we can remind ourselves of integrity, of the capacity that we hold within. It's innate, and it's free, and it's more nourishing than anything you've ever known. I hope that some of these things that I've said have been inspiring or helpful. I'm so grateful that I'm able to record this today. I'm sending you so much love and support.